some other lady. I don't know how to say your name. Zana. Zana, I'm gonna get you up here after Miss Betty. All right, Miss
Mhm.
Betty, how you doing? How you doing this morning? I know it's bright and early in California. How are you doing?
Good, good. Just woke
So,
up, gave my kids something
just
to eat.
woke up. Right. It's early over here too. So, Miss Betty, you had an opportunity to hear the audio. Like I said, I have three true or false statements, and I have one question that I want to ask. So let's get into it. So the first true or false statement is being and staying 100% compatible with someone does not exist. True or false?
Yeah, I believe that it does exist. I believe that you need to have the same values. Here's the thing. This is the reason why I think that a lot of relationships are ending. This is the reason why I think that a lot of people aren't staying together, why a lot of marriages, a lot of people are getting divorced. People do not have the same values. They get into relationships for very superficial reasons. She looks good. She's very, very beautiful. So he decides to stay with her, even though he doesn't like her attitude. So he's like he keeps on going back and forth with her for her attitude. She finds him very attractive. Maybe he provides something that she likes. She doesn't really like him that much, but because he provides she doesn't really like his personality, but because he provides for her and he's attractive, she gets into a relationship with him. So they're not compatible, but because they look good and they have something that they want from that other person, or they're getting something from that other person, they decide to get into this relationship with them and try to hold on to this relationship that was never going to work out from the beginning.
Okay, Miss Betty, but I just want to be clear because you said true. So you do believe that 100% compatibility does exist.
No, I feel
Okay.
like I feel like you can be um the majority, like you could be like an 80% compatibility, like, right? So I feel like the less compatible you are, the less likely the relationship's going to work. For example, if you meet a man and you know that his goal is to become a lawyer or a politician, then why would he want to be with a woman that likes to go clubbing every Friday? That's not compatible. But because she's pretty and he likes her personality, he decides that he's going to make it work with her. And now your goal in life, she's holding you back because she's going to be in the papers, giving you negativity, showing negativity when you're trying to become a politician. The same thing with a woman when, let's say, she wants to be a neurosurgeon. She's very intelligent. She wants to be a neurosurgeon, but the man that she meets, although is a great man, wants to just be her to be a stay-at-home mom. He just wants the regular life where she stays at home with the kids, but she knows that she can do so much more. He may be a great man, but that does not mean that they are compatible.
All right. Second true or false statement. Women are only loyal to their feelings and not a man's sacrifices. True or false?
Um, that is a hard question. I feel like that's something that I really have to think about. Um,
Let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it. Most women are only loyal to their feelings and not a man's sacrifices. True or false?
in this society, I would say yes, because we live in a first world society where we're so privileged that we don't even realize the sacrifices that men give because um, it doesn't really feel like a sacrifice. We don't really see the things that they do behind the scenes. We're just so used to getting that type of treatment from our men that we're kind of spoiled in that way. And I had to that's and I say that only because a lot of times I had to check myself with my own husband, right? Um like he did a lot of things that was getting on my nerves. That was getting on my nerves. And like, for example, if I tell him to go to the grocery store and I would say, hey, go get hamburgers. I want to make hamburgers tonight for the grocery store. All he would buy is hamburgers. And I'd be like, sir, where's the hamburger buns? Are you going to get a side with the hamburgers? Like, Some people like cheeseburgers. Like all you did was buy hamburgers, so you just want to eat a hamburger patty. Like, and I would actually, and not only that, but I would actually save these things, like the things that are going on in my mind, like, and he would, and I would talk to him that way, and I really had to check myself because we ended up going to marriage counseling so we can actually talk, so we can have better communication. And one of the things that the counselor told me was that you're spoiled because we were going. She was like, he does all these things in the household that you're not. You don't really that you're taking advantage of, that you don't really realize that he's doing. And basically I just wasn't appreciative. And it was one of the times where he actually went across, he had to go back to the East Coast to handle some family business, and he was gone for 3 weeks. And that's when I realized how spoiled I was, because things in the house that usually he does wasn't getting done. So yeah, I feel like sometimes we do take we don't realize the sacrifices that men do make, because we just get it so often that it just becomes like a privilege.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a matter of not realizing. I don't think it's a matter of not seeing it. Like you said, I think it's more so just a matter of being unappreciative, taking it for granted, being ungrateful. Because like, I don't even think a lot of the things that these men are doing, I don't think it's like even spoiling a woman. They're just doing things that they're supposed to be doing, like especially within a relationship.